Yeah, those who missed initial classes, these are the videos, guys. Please watch. Okay, guys. Those are looking for faculty details, admin details, and details to collect the material, place to collect the. Okay, guys. Right, boss. Shall we get into the discussion? Yeah. First, okay. Spring definition. String definition. Okay, guys. Right. If someone asks you what is Spring, one line JWE framework, but someone wants to know elaborated definition of what? Spring. Right. Spring is an open source. Come on. Open source. Yeah, the people are not able to copy from laptop, guys. It's not problem from our side. Zoom itself having some issue. Zoom itself having some technical issue. Our team is continuously tracking Zoom people to rectify the issue. It may take 1-2 days time, but definitely we rectify the issue. Don't worry. Spring is an open source, lightweight. What is that? Lightweight. Loosely coupled. Loosely coupled. Non-invasive. Non-invasive. Aspect oriented. What is that, guys? Okay. Aspect oriented. Okay, aspect oriented. Yeah, we'll take up each word. Don't worry. Aspect oriented. JWE. JWE or application framework. To develop all types of Java JWE application by getting abstraction on multiple Java JWE technologies. By getting abstraction on multiple Java JWE technologies. Yes, guys, this is the definition that you have to give. Someone asks you what is Spring. Are you understanding my point, guys? Okay. Right. Everyone, please write in the chat box once. Spring is an open source, lightweight, loosely coupled. At least read in your brain once. Loosely coupled, non-invasive. Non-invasive. Non-invasive, aspect-oriented JWE or application framework to develop all types of Java JWE application by getting abstraction on multiple Java JWE technologies. Is that clear, guys? Okay. Let's take one by one. Okay. Open source. Okay. What is that? Open source. Now listen carefully. Open source. Spring is free. Spring framework is free, guys. Even and it gives source code. Source code gives source code to developer to understand Spring in a better manner. Spring framework in better manner. Okay. Array, you know that Java is open source, Babu. Come on. When you install JDK, you will get src.zip file where you can see entire source code. Along with the Spring framework, guys, you can get the source code, right? We can get the source code. We can see the source code. Come on. And this makes Spring as what? Open source. Okay. To understand the Spring framework in better manner. Okay. Yeah, lots of people ask me, sir, if they give free, how they get money? Array, software is free. That means framework is free, but services are not free. Come on. Okay. Services are not free. They charge money for services. Is that clear, guys? They earn money from services. Okay. So how open source companies will survive? For example, you take Interface 21 or Pivotal Team. How it will survive? Number one, by offering certification exams. And Spring certification exams are very costly, boss. By offering certificate, by publishing and selling books. They can publish the books, they can sell the books. Yes. Okay. By conducting corporate training. Okay. When Spring was new, no one is there to teach Spring in the market, right? So that time, these companies, people only sent representative to various companies, software companies, conducted corporate trainings, boss. Conducted corporate trainings. And by supporting the projects which are stuck up in the middle of the development. So company X is using Spring, guys. Come on. Company X is using Spring, but in the middle of the project, they're stuck up. They cannot stop using Spring, but they cannot continue Spring. Why? Because they're stuck up. That time, Interface 21 people team will come, Pivotal company team will come. They use their expertise, knowledge, and to resolve the problem. And for that one, they charge money. For that one, they charge money. Are you understanding my statement? Okay. Array, Spring certification exam fee itself 90,000. Spring certification exam fee itself 90,000. And if you want a training from Interface 21 Pivotal team, they charge 3 lakh rupees. 3 lakh rupees for training and 70 to 90,000 for examination fees. So they are very costly, guys. And even Oracle Corporation is earning money on Java by offering certification exams. OCJP, OCWD, some certification exams are there or not there. They're a bit costly, 10,000, 15,000, 20,000 they charge. Yes or no? So open source companies survive not by selling the software, by selling the services. By selling the services. Are you getting my point there or not there? Our exam fees will change time to time, offers will be there, so many things will be there. Right, but around 10,000 to 15,000, it is trending now. Okay. The open source companies are not surviving by selling the softwares. but they earn money. They earn money. They generate revenue. I cannot say earn kind of word. They generate revenue. They generate revenue. Okay. By offering various services. By offering various services. Number one, corporate training. Corporate training on their technologies. On their technologies. Okay, guys. Right. Okay. Yeah, if you want SIM certification, there is a separate process, guys. Exam pattern is different. Exam content is different. So there's a separate process. But this knowledge is going to be very much helpful to clear the exam. See, content is same, guys. Our content is more than sufficient. But you have to prepare according to the pattern of the exam. Okay, corporate training on their technologies. Next, okay, by offering certification exam. Certification exams. By conducting training to get certification exam. Training to write certification exam. Okay, guys. Right, guys. Next. Okay, guys. Next one. What they do, guys? Okay, by helping the software companies to resolve the problems. To resolve the problems that are raised while using that are raised while using their technologies. Next. Okay, guys. By publishing and selling books, guys. Yeah, at least now you got the idea how open source companies are surviving. Right? Array, sir, what is the advantage of certification, sir? Array, certification means you are a certified programmer. See, mechanic will repair the bike. Okay, engineer also will repair the bike. But what is the difference between mechanic and engineer, guys? Engineer is certified mechanic, right? Engineer is a certified mechanic. Tell me, you will prefer giving your vehicle to you will prefer giving your vehicle to certified mechanica or uncertified mechanica? Definitely you don't want to see your vehicle by going into the hands of what? Uncertified mechanic. Definitely you want to see your bike going into the hands of what? Certified engineer, right? Same thing here. Okay. In our villages also, doctors will do some non-doctors also will do medical practices. RMP doctors are there, right? RMP doctors are there. But do you really want to put your health into their hands, guys? No. They are doctors, but can we say they are real doctors? So certified people will have more value because they study that, they write exam on that. That's why. Okay, guys. Next one. Lightweight, guys. lightweight. Spring framework comes in the sum of zip file having very less size. Having very less size. Okay, guys. Okay, having a very less size. Next one. Yeah, this makes lightweight now, boss. To develop and execute most of the Spring applications. Okay, most of the Spring application, JVM plus Spring libraries are sufficient. Libraries are sufficient. Okay, that means there's no need of heavyweight softwares, guys. There's no need of heavyweight softwares. Are you understanding my statement, guys? Spring framework is coming in the form of zip files, boss. Zip file. So that much lightweight software it is. These things makes Spring as lightweight frameworks. Lightweight framework, guys. And here the meaning is there is no need of using the heavyweight. Okay, what is that? Web server example like Tomcat, right? Application server example WebLogic to run most of the Spring application. Are you understanding my point? To run most of the Spring application. Yes, guys. Yeah, Tomcat is heavyweight, Babu. Maybe compared to other server, Tomcat is lightweight, but overall it is heavyweight, right? It needs some memory to run. Okay. Next, Spring supplies. Okay, supplies two built-in containers which are lightweight containers. Lightweight containers. Okay. We can create and activate Spring container by just creating object for a predefined class in any place. In any place. Come on. Right. I think you understood why Spring is lightweight. And if someone asks you, how can you say Spring is lightweight? Simply say, Spring framework comes in the form of zip file, which is having very less size. By extracting zip file, you will get a jar and we can work with the jar to develop the Spring applications. And nowadays, no one is downloading the zip file also. Why? When Gradle is giving those jars dynamically from internet. Come on. Maven tool, Gradle tool are capable of downloading jar files, required jar file directly from internet or not. So that's why there was no need of downloading that zip file also. Earlier, before arrival of Maven and Gradle, guys, we have to download the zip file only to collect the jars given by zip file. But now we can get the jar file directly from internet, not only for Spring, for Hibernate, for JSF, for any Java technologies and framework. You need not to arrange jar files manually from internet. They can be downloaded to your Eclipse project directly from the internet repositories, internet places, with the support of Maven and Gradle tool. With the support of Maven and Gradle tool. Are you listening my statement, guys? Am I audible, my dear? Okay. Right, boss. Now, listen carefully. Listen carefully. You need not to do this practice, but I will give knowledge sake. Softwares, Spring. Earlier, we used to get Spring software like this, guys. zip files. We used to get softwares in the form of zip file. Now they stopped giving. Now they stopped giving. Now they stopped giving, right? Okay. Then we used to extract softwares like this. We used to extract zip file. When you extract the zip file, you will get this kind of folders. Okay, this contains API documentation, help, PDF file, HTML documents, API documentation. LIB contains jars. So many jars are there. So many modules now. That's why so many jars are there. These jars are important, guys. And remaining all are helper files, guys. So many jars are there. But now I need not to extract the zip file. Now they need not to work with these jar files separately by keeping them in the computer. With the support of Maven Gradle tools, we can download the jars directly to our project from internet. Directly to our project from internet. No need of arranging zip file. Note 1. Note 1. Okay. The current versions of Spring Framework is not coming in the form of zip file because they are encouraging because they are encouraging to use Spring libraries, nothing but jars, nothing but jar files. Okay. Directly by downloading from them from internet repositories. A repository means small storage places, guys. Repositories. Okay, stores using Maven or Gradle tools. And Maven Gradle will do so many things, guys. One advantage of using Maven Gradle is no jar you have to keep in your computer. Every jar you can download from internet dynamically. You need connectivity with Arkilla. You need JDBC driver for Arkilla. You mention 1-2 entries in Maven tool, guys. That jar will be downloaded. You want to work with the Spring core module, add 1-2 entries in Maven tool, core module jars will be downloaded. You want to work with the struts, add 1-2 entries related to that. Okay, struts jar files will be downloaded. You want to use Hibernate Spring together, mention entries related to both frameworks, and those jars will be downloaded. Very, very interesting or not, guys? In future, we are going to use event tool every day, Ra Babu. In future, we are going to use event tool every day. Someone excited, sir, looks very great. Can you show us practical? Our first application onwards, we are going to use it. Sabar ka phal meeta hota hai. Wait. Definitely we will see practicals. Don't worry. Right, guys. Open source, lightweight. Next, loosely coupled. Sir, why are you teaching all these buzzwords? Nowadays, interviews, if you say, what is Spring? What is Spring Boot? If you say, okay, it is application framework, they are not happy. Okay, they are not feeling happy. Can you elaborate Spring? Can you tell what is Spring is capable of? That's why I'm trying to explain various words related to Spring, guys. Right, boss. Okay. Right, boss. Loosely coupled, guys. If the degree of dependency is less between two components, then we can say they are loosely coupled components. Degree of dependency is more between two components. Then we can say they are tightly coupled components. We can say they are tightly coupled components. Yeah. Right, guys. Tightly coupled components. Yes, guys. Spring is loosely coupled. Spring framework is loosely coupled. Loosely coupled. Because. Tell me, guys. Okay, boss. Now tell me, guys. Tell me real life example for tightly coupled components and loosely coupled components. Degree of dependency is more. TV and remote, guys. Loosely coupled or tightly coupled? Loosely coupled or tightly coupled? We can operate TV without remote also, Ra Babu. We can operate TV without remote. You might have forgotten that. They are loosely coupled, right? Next. Okay, I'm talking about loosely coupled only, Ra Babu. Okay, tell me. 8. No, I'm talking about loosely coupled. I want examples of loosely coupled, laptop and mouse. Laptop and mouse. Tell me. Bike and quick start. Bike and start rod. All these are loosely coupled, boss. Yes. We can operate laptop without mouse device. We can start the bike without start rod. Nowadays, ignition process has come now. Electric start has come, right? Electric start has come or not come? Self start. Okay, self start has come. Next example. If degree of dependency is more between two components. Tell me what is the next one? Okay. ATM card and bank. Can we get ATM card without bank? Can we get ATM card without bank, guys? ATM card and bank. Next. Okay. Computer, computer console and CPU. Console and CPU. Are console means this monitor, ra babu. Without monitor, is there any use of CPU box, guys? Can you operate CPU box without any monitor? Come on. No. Car and engine. Car and engine. Come on. Can we think about car without engine, boss? Right. These are the examples. Okay. Fine, boss. Now listen. Spring framework is loosely coupled. Number one, loosely coupled. We can develop Spring application either using our choice modules, or using all the modules. That means, okay, that means we can use Spring module. 25 plus modules are there. We can use Spring modules either individually or all together. Are you understanding my statement, guys? We can develop. Yeah, is there any pressure to use all modules together? No. Okay. Are you understanding my statement? Okay. Spring libraries are given. Okay. Given in the form of Spring libraries are given in the form of jar files. Spring libraries are given in the form of jar files, module wise. What, guys? Module wise. So that we can add our choice module libraries, to the application development as needed. We can add our choice or required module libraries to the application as needed. Everyone got the clarity, boss? Okay, guys. So this makes Spring as what? Loosely coupled. Is there any pressure? Guys? Okay. Next, last one more reason, guys. Spring framework, tell me, can be integrated with other Java frameworks, and Java JWE technologies very easily, boss. Are you understanding my statement, guys? Okay. These reasons makes Spring as what? Loosely coupled. These reasons make Spring as what? Loosely coupled. Yeah. Let's go for next one. Non-invasive. What is the next, guys? Non-invasive. I think we spent a lot of time on Spring. Why it is non-invasive? Other day we spent time or not, guys? while developing okay guys, Sandeep, once coding start we will see everything practically, Ra Babu. Let me please wait until I start the coding. Sandeep, you should have a order of learning, boss. I'm just telling buzzwords now. So once the coding start, we can feel all these things practically. People should have what is that order of learning, common sense towards order of learning. If I use one word X, are so practicals of it. If I use word Y, so practicals of it. No, it's see, this is the introduction of the topics. Once coding starts, one by one, all these things will be revealed. Guys, are you using your common sense towards attending classes or not? I'm just introducing the buzzwords. Okay. See, listen, while learning core Java in the initial classes, you study Java features. Java features. Sir said Java is multi-threaded. Okay, still not even first application is not developed and you are asking sir, hey, can you show sir, what is how multi-threaded? Sir, show me how to create a thread. Do you think sir can show? Do you think sir can show at that level without showing the first application? Can you show how to create a thread? Can you show how to create multiple threads? Same common sense you have to apply when I'm introducing something initially. Yes or no? No? I'm giving this answer to Sandeep and other people because whatever I write, he is writing one message. Sir, show me practically. Give me practically. Show me, sir, how to download jar file from the internet using Meven. Will come. Definitely will come. It's not like that we are not going to miss it. So that's why core Java, advanced Java, JDBC, all these are prerequisite. But the most important prerequisite to attend my classes is common sense. If that is not there, if you become programmer also, it's a waste. So don't lose presence of mind, common sense while attending classes. It's a bit harsh to tell at this level, but I have to tell this. Because I have seen some people, whenever I write, before I explain only, they say, what is that? Please use a chat box quite intelligently. Okay, guys. Right, boss. Meven, Gradle, all the build tools, guys, they simplify our project development process by giving ready-made directory structures, by downloading necessary jar file from internet dynamically without arranging them separately. Okay, this kind of benefits are there, guys. This kind of benefits. We use Meven Gradle tool along with the Eclipse. Eclipse is there to simplify our life. And if we link Eclipse and Meven, if we link Eclipse and Gradle, our project development process becomes more easy. More and more easy, right? Everything will be shown practically. Please wait. Okay, guys. While developing classes in the Spring application development. Okay, Spring application development. Understanding my statement. And my humble request to everyone, who are exciting a lot. Okay, when I introduce any topic, before you ask any question to me, just to hold that question in your brain for 5 to 10 minutes. Because I believe most of your queries will be clarified in next 5 to 10 minutes discussion. Before you put that question in the chat box, my humble request is hold that question in your brain for 5 to 10 minutes. Because with my experience, with my knowledge, I can very sure, okay, that your query will be automatically clarified once I move the discussion towards the topic. Right. Once I start giving details of the launch topic. Right, boss. Non-invasive. Okay. While developing classes in Spring application, we can develop those classes. We can develop those classes without implementing and extending Spring API interfaces and classes. What guys? Spring API interfaces and classes. Okay. This makes Spring framework as non-invasive framework. Recollect other day I discussed joining in the company without bond. Whenever you are not comfortable, you can leave the company, right? What's the advantage of non-invasive behavior, guys? You will develop logics of Spring framework. You will develop logics of the project by using ordinary Java classes. Today you like Spring, so that you keep those classes in Spring environment, you run them. Tomorrow you did not like Spring, you like some other framework that is trending in the market. You can take same classes there and you can execute in other framework. Yes or no? Non-invasive, joining in the company without bond. Okay. Boy and girl in relationship without marriage. As long as they're comfortable, they continue. Once they are not comfortable, they separate, right? They go to other partner who are comfortable with them. Yes or no? Same non-invasive behavior also says same to the programmer. Hey programmer, come to me, use me, develop your project using ordinary classes, having your logics. The day you are not comfortable, take your classes and use in other framework. Take your classes and use in other framework. That is the beauty of what? Non-invasive framework. See the confidence of Spring. Spring says, hey programmer, come to me, develop your logic in the form of ordinary classes. I know you never leave me, but if you want to go, your karma go. I'm not going to stop you. Yes or no, guys? Okay. The classes having application logics are ordinary classes without having dependency with Spring Framework API. Come on, Spring Framework API. So they can be moved to any other framework. Okay, for execution if needed. Okay, guys. Right, boss. You need not to develop classes having application logic by involving Spring API. We can develop by using ordinary Java classes, right? So that those classes and logics can be moved wherever I want, however I want. I can run them in any environment or not. I can run them in any environment or not. Fine, guys. Okay. Next, what is there, guys? Aspect oriented. It's a big subject, guys. Okay, aspect oriented. Aspect oriented. Okay, guys. Every serious application contains two types of logics. Two types of logics. Primary logics. Primary logics means, okay, business logics, persistence logics, come on, presentation logics, and etc. Okay, primary logics. Without these logics, our application will not survive. Will not survive. Our application will not survive. These are base logics of the application development and execution. Array, can we think about banking logic, bank application without having opening account logic, closing account logic, withdraw money, deposit money, transfer money, applying loan, canceling loan, approving loan, rejecting loan? Can we think about bank project without these logics, guys? Not possible. So can we call them as primary logics, guys? Okay. Bank applications. Bank application. Opening account. Closing account. Withdraw. Deposit. Transfer funds. Okay. And etc. logics. Can we call them these logics as primary logics, guys? Okay. B. B. Secondary logics, guys. Secondary logics. Array, logging, security, auditing, and etc. Tell me, guys, these are these are additional and optional logics to apply on primary logics as needed. Array, sending email once a transaction is completed is a primary logic. Sending OTP is also primary logic. They are not secondary logics. Wow. These are additional optional logics to apply on primary logics as needed. Understanding my statement, guys? Okay, what is logging, guys? Keep track of application flow. Logging keeps track of applications flow. Next, security protects the application. Auditing keeps track of user activities. Array, which user has done which activities will be kept tracked by auditing, guys. Which logic is executing, which class is executing? Come on. Applications code flow. This is user flow. User activities flow. Come on. Which class, which module, which method, which block is executed, decided by logging, guys. What user has done? Okay, logged in, opened inbox, checked mail, deleted mail, forwarded mail, composed mail. This kind of activities kept tracked by auditing. And this is security, means protects the application. Authentication and authorization. Authentication means what? Checking the identity of a user, username, password verification. Authorization means what? checking the access permissions of a user, checking the access permissions of a user, whether this user is having this permission or not, that permission or not. Okay, whether this user can use this loan module or not, whether this user can get this loan or not. This kind of authorization, access permissions cause authorization, guys. These are secondary logic. Now I'm asking one question. I don't have these logics in my project. I don't have these logics in my project. Still my project will survive or not? Still my project will survive or not? I don't have primary logics in the project. Do you think my project will survive? Okay, guys. I have to conduct online classes, guys. Okay, some Naresh IT decided to conduct the online classes. Tell me, in this process, what are the primary logics, guys? Faculty primary logic. Come on. Zoom software is primary logics. Yes or no, no? Mic is primary logic. Mic is primary logic. These are the primary logics, na? Okay. Internet is also primary logics. Okay. Tell me, what are the secondary logics? Video. My video is visible to you. My video cam. Video cam is webcam. Webcam is secondary logic. Chat box is secondary logic. Without chat box also I can conduct the class. One admin support is secondary logics. Yes or no, no? Admin support is secondary logics. Okay, tell me, guys. Without primary logic, I cannot conduct the class. But without secondary logic, I can conduct the class. But if secondary logics is there, come on. If secondary logics are there, I can conduct the class more effectively or not. I conduct the classes more effectively or not. See, if I don't share my video, you cannot see my facial expression. If you cannot see my facial expression, you cannot understand emotion of the statement, right? Since I am sharing my video, since I am sharing my facial expression, you will be alert. I will be alert. Come on. Otherwise, I may teach in relaxed mode. You may listen in relaxed mode. So secondary logics making primary logic to work more effectively or not. So once in a while, I scold you people, right? Okay, why? To make you alert. This is also secondary logic. Without scoldings also class can be conducted. Sometimes I taunt you people. Sometimes I scold people. Sometimes I alert you people. Sometimes I put questions. Without them also class can be conducted, right? But when I conduct class by involving all these things, the session will run more effectively or not? Tell me. My scolding, video sharing, chat box ability, okay, admin support towards helping you towards non-technical things. All these are primary logics or secondary logics are secondary logic. But because of secondary logic, primary logics are working more effectively or not? Right, boss. Tell me, guys. OOP style application development. OOP style application development. Focus and concentrate. OOP style application development. Public class bank service. I'm taking only two methods, guys. Public string withdraw money. Into account number. Come on. Okay, double amount. Okay. Balance is equal to, okay, balance is equal to balance minus amount. This is primary logic, guys. What logic, guys? Primary logic. Tell me, guys. Here I have written logging logic. Logging logic. Okay. Security. Array, without checking security logic. Without checking authentication, identity of user, do you allow to withdraw money? No. Okay. Next, auditing logic, guys. And without keeping track of which user has come, who at what time he has come. Okay, do you think you will allow money? Right. Auditing logic. Auditing logics. Some written something. Array, this is just idea of the code, not the real code. Yes. In OOP style programming, I'm developing class with methods where primary and secondary logics are mixed up. Did you notice that, guys? Where primary and secondary logics are mixed up. Balance is equal to balance plus amount. Balance is equal to balance minus amount. End of the class. Many methods may be there, like open account, closing account, transfer money. Many methods may be there, but I'm just taking these two things. Okay, tell me guys. Okay. In OOP style programming, object-oriented programming, ra babu, please. Sir, it is OOPS na, not OOPS ra babu, it is OOP only. It is a OOP only, not OOPS. Is there any meaning for S in the OOPS? No. Our people will say, what are you learning? OOPS. OOPS only. Achha, OOP full form. Somnath Rai, without knowing OOP full form, you are sitting in classroom. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You are a wonderful student of this era. Object-oriented programming. I'm controlling myself for not to comment much. Object-oriented programming. Okay. In OOP style programming, okay, we mix up. I think, can I take the privilege of scolding you people once in a while, taunting you people, pinching you people? See, sometimes I give straight answer. Sometimes I scold and give answer. Sometimes I will taunt and give answer, so that you will remember my answers for a long time. You can remember my answers long time. So don't think in a wrong sense. You asked a question, I have answered. You asked a question, what is OOP? I have replied, object-oriented programming. You think that he asked a great question. I think that I did my job. But if I say, my dear dirty fellow, why are you sitting spring class without knowing the abbreviation of OOP? Please improve yourself. Do you think you will remember OOP definition forever? You will forget OOP full form forever? Right. That is my style of giving reply. Fine, guys. So that's why be ready. Sometime I scold, sometime I taunt, sometime I pinch while giving some interesting replies, so that you never forget my answers in life. Okay. In OOP, object-oriented programming, OOP style programming, OOP style programming. Okay, we mix up both primary and secondary logics. Secondary logics in the in the business methods. In the business method. Because of that, the following limitations are there. Because of that, the following limitations are there. So shall we understand what are the limitations of OOP style programming, guys? Yeah, these are don't you think these are secondary logics? Secondary. Don't you think these are secondary logics? And they are mixed with primary logics, guys? Come on. Right, boss. Tell me. Both primary and secondary logics are mixed up. Mixed up. Mixed up. So we can say there is no clean separation between primary and secondary logics. Yes, guys. Array, it is looking like this, Ra. Here, so many Java statement in the middle primary logic. Again, so many Java statement of secondary logic in the middle primary logic. Or so many primary logic statement in the middle secondary logic statement. So they are literally mixed up or not, guys? It's like it's like a bachelor room. It looks like a bachelor room. Everything mixed up. Bachelor room, one room, everything is mixed up because he uses that room as a bedroom. He uses that room as a study room. He uses that room as workout room. Workout room means what? Exercises. He uses that room as a kitchen. So that's why everything is mixed up, right? Whenever you want, he never searches. He will insert a hand. He'll get something and he will use it, right? Because all are mixed up. Okay, one, two girls are replying in the chat box. Only boys bachelor room. Array, this generation girls bachelor room is also like that. Please. Oh, okay. Fine. Yeah. Clean separation between logics is missed, guys. Next one, B, guys. Okay. Tell me, guys, the modifications done in okay, one kind of logics. Okay. Affects other kind of logics, guys. And if you try to modify secondary logic, primary logics will be disturbed or not. If you try to modify primary logic, secondary logics will be disturbed or not. So you try to modify secondary logic, primary logics will be affected or not. Okay. For example, if we try to modify primary logics, the secondary logics will be affected. Okay, boss. Come on. Yeah, they're somehow looking like tightly coupled logics, guys. Primary and secondary logics are looking like tightly coupled logics, right? Okay. Number 3, guys. See, RBI. Who is RBI? Reserve Bank of India. The bank that controls all the banks of India, right? In political system, prime minister controls all political system, right? When it comes to insurance companies, who will control insurance companies, guys? IRDI. IRDA will control. IRDA, Insurance Regulatory Department of India, something is there. Okay, when it comes to telecommunication network, who controls telecommunication people, guys? Telephone Regulatory Authority of India, right, boss? Understanding my statement, guys? Similar, all engineering colleges of India controlled by whom? All engineering colleges of India controlled by whom? AIEEE, AICT, 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 right, boss? Okay. Now listen. RBI said, "Arey, why are you suffering the customer while depositing money? What is need of security? Why are you checking the identity? Who will deposit money into others' account wrongly? Hey, don't suffer the customer by asking say, identity while depositing money." So since RBI said, they stopped what? Secondary logic from the deposit method. They stopped placing, they removed secondary logic, security logic, especially security logic, they removed from deposit method. After 5 years, 2 years, 3 years, RBI said, a lot of funds are coming from unknown people into accounts, especially youngsters, and by putting money into their account, somehow youth is diverted towards what? Terrorism. We should track who is depositing also. We should track who is depositing also. In the middle, it happened, na? In the innocent people's account, they deposit money. Later, they are attracted. They were diverted towards the terrorism activities, right? Put money in the needy son account when family is in need, and later motivate them, divert their mind towards what? Anti-social activities. Aisa no na? And during demonetization also, they have kept track of every person who is depositing money, right? During demonetization also they need, right? That means this RBI says sometimes enable, sometimes disable. Sometimes enable, sometimes disable. And whenever they say enable, I have to disturb the code. Whenever I say disable, I have to disturb the code. Right now, boss? So, enabling or disabling the secondary logics. Enabling or disabling secondary logics without disturbing the source code of primary logics is not possible. Okay, guys. OOP style programming is like what is that? Bachelor room. Okay. Next, ready-made T. Okay. T from T point. T from T point. How T from T point, sir? When you order T in T point, he will give the T. Yes? He will give the. Do you have any control on anything, guys? How much milk to use? How much decoction to use? How much ginger to use? How much water to use? Do you have any control on that? You order tea, they will give tea. They prepare tea according to their preparation or not? Okay. In tea manufacturing or in tea preparation, come on. In tea preparation, milk, decoction, sugar, these are the primary logics. This ginger, ilachi, okay, all these are the secondary logics. You don't want secondary logic, but do you have any option? No. They will mix up and give. Right now, boss? You like it or not like it, you have to take along with primary and secondary logics together. Suppose you are a diabetic patient, you don't want sugar, right? You don't want sugar. But what he says, this is the tea we have, which is already having sugar. Do you have any control on that, guys? Yes. Actually, whatever I talked is the problem. Problem is there with OOP style programming. Right. Solution. Okay. Go for AOP style programming. AOP style means what, guys? Aspect-oriented programming. Understanding my statement, guys? Okay. AOP is not replacement for OOP. In fact, AOP complements OOP. That means AOP is OOP plus plus. Is that clear, guys? AOP is it? That means AOP is built on the top of OOP. Clear, guys? Built on the top of OOP, but is there to solve the problems of OOP. Is there to solve the problems of OOP. Understanding my statement, guys? Aspect in AOP is secondary logic. Aspect in AOP is secondary logic. Okay. And a secondary logic is called aspect, guys. One more word for secondary logic is aspect. Are you understanding my statement, guys? Okay. Secondary logic is also called as aspect. Are you comfortable, guys? Are you understanding my statement, guys? Come on. Okay. What is AOP? In AOP style programming, we develop primary and secondary logics in separate classes. And we mix them dynamically at runtime by giving them to AOP enabled software. We mixed them dynamically at runtime by giving them to AOP enabled software like Spring AOP, Axpex AOP, and etc. Spring AOP, Axpex AOP, and etc. Getting my point, guys? Got the clarity or not? Okay, now focus, guys. Okay, main class. Okay, what is this? Primary logics class. Main class or primary logics class, guys. Public class, you'll enjoy like anything. Bank service, guys. Public string. withdraw money, long account number, double amount. And see these guys, I will be having only primary logic. Balance is equal to balance minus amount. What is this? Return this. End of it. Deposit money, guys. The balance is equal to balance plus amount. Only primary logic, guys. Come on. Only primary logic. Did you notice this, boss? Now listen. Public. Okay. Public class security aspect. Security aspect. Array, I said na aspect means secondary logic. Aspect means secondary logic. Here separate this. Some security logic, guys. Public class logging aspect. Public class logging aspect. Public class, come on, my dear. Auditing aspect. See, this is not final class of AOP, Ra Babu. I'm just trying to explain what is AOP, what is what. Today, my idea, I have to give idea of AOP. I'm not here to make you expert in AOP in today's class. Today is just you have to understand what is aspect oriented. Right, boss. Super. It's not even over you, boss. What is what? Content. What is what? What is AOP? You are going to understand. So far, AOP means abbreviation is there. After seeing this class, you will be having some visualization in the memory. Yes or no? Na? Right. Okay. Yeah, once we get into the module, we'll study completely. Got it? Once we get into the module, definitely we will see end to end. Yes, guys. Here, what is there? AOP enabled software. AOP enabled software. Spring AOP is one AOP enabled software. Aspect JAOP. Aspect JAOP is also one AOP enabled software. Right, boss. This to this. This to this. This to this. All these are given to what, guys? AOP enabled software. This AOP enabled software will generate one dynamic class at runtime, guys. Dynamic class. This kind of dynamic classes are called in-memory. Generates in-memory proxy classes. Again. In AOP, we separate primary and secondary logics at the time of development. Okay, they will be given to AOP enabled software. AOP enabled software will mix them at runtime. Are you understanding my statement? Mixing will happen, but at what time it will happen? At runtime, the mixing will happen. Mixing will definitely happen, but at what time? Runtime, guys. Public class, bank service proxy, a dynamically generated class, taking our class as the sub super class. Okay, bank service proxy extends bank service. This is the dynamically generated class. Dynamically generated class, guys. This class we don't develop. We don't develop this class. Dynamic class. Dynamically generated class at runtime. Okay, this class is generated in the RAM memory, JVM memory, dynamical at what time? Runtime. Come on. Performance, nothing will affect Babu. Okay. When application executed, so many things will happen. This is also one of that. That's it. Public proxy class means temporary class. It is created at what time? Runtime. Until application execution is there, this class will be there. After this, it will go off or not. Proxy means temporary. Proxy class means temporary class. It won't. .javas, .classes are there in hard disk. That's why they will be there for long time, right? So proxy class means temporary class. What's the lifetime of this class, guys? What's the lifetime of this class? The lifetime of this class is execution time only. Once execution is over, this class will be vanished. JVM start to JVM end only, this class will be there. After that, this class will be vanished because this class is created runtime, executed runtime, and vanished at runtime. But when it comes to other .javas and .java classes, guys, other .java and .class files, guys, they are forever because they are allocating memory in hard disk, right? Before execution, they will be there. After execution, they will be there until we delete them physically. But this proxy class is generated at runtime, execute runtime, and vanished at runtime. That's why temporary things are called proxy things, guys. That's the reason this class is called as proxy class. Best example, you are absent in the class, but your friend has given your attendance. That is called proxy attendance or not. It will be given forever or only on temporary basis 1-2 days. On temporary basis 1-2 days it is possible, right? Okay, you don't want to write the exam because you have not prepared. You asked your friend to write your examination. Okay, can I say is your proxy or not? Can I say is your proxy or not, guys? Why generate proxy, my dear? In the ultimately primary and secondary logic should execute together, Babu. Instead of mixing up development time, it will try to mix up at what time? Runtime. It will try to mix up at runtime. Withdraw money. First, see this. Same methods are overridden, guys. Long account number, double amount. Long account number, double amount. Yes, boss. Okay. Now tell me here. Logging logics. Okay. Logging logics. Security logics. Okay. Auditing logics. Auditing logics. Balance is equal to balance minus amount. This is a primary logic, guys. Like this, they will be mixed up. Ultimately, OOP style programming comes. But at what time it comes, my dear? At runtime, it comes into picture. Yes, boss. Public string deposit money. Public string deposit money. Account number, double amount. Account number, double amount. Say paste. Balance is equal to balance plus amount. End of the class. End of the class. Tell me, guys, at what time logics are mixed up, guys? Run time. Suppose, suppose I don't want auditing logic. Okay, if I give some instruction to AOP enabled software, next generation of proxy class don't involve auditing logic. This time, what happens, guys? This time, what happened? This proxy class will be generated without having auditing logics or not? Am I disturbing source code of anyone? Am I disturbing source code of anyone? Any main class, any secondary class to enable or disable my secondary logics? No. They are separated or not? They are separated at the time of development or not? Modification in one logic are affecting other logics, boss. Enabling or disabling secondary logic are going to disturb any source code, boss. Whatever problems I said with OOP style programming, all are solved or not? All are solid or not? Array, you remember one real life example, Rabab. 3 BHK flat. Kitchen separate, hall separate, bedroom 1 separate, bedroom 2 separate. Come on. Separate. Array, everything is separately there. But we can use all of them together however we want, right? We use kitchen for cooking. We use bedroom for what? Sleeping. We use hall for entertainment. Yes or no? No. We are going to use all together, but they are separately there or not there? Okay, boss. Now listen. Okay. Ordering tea from in the 5-star hotel. Ordering tea in the 5-star hotel, you think, guys, when you order tea in 5-star hotel, he will bring decoction separately, he will bring milk separately, he will bring sugar crystal separately, he will bring ginger powder separately, he will bring what is that, ilachi powder separately. And before drinking, you have to mix them together according to your requirement, and then you have to drink. Don't you think that a 5-star hotel tea supply is like AOP style programming? 5-star hotel tea supply is like AOP style programming, boss. That's why you have to pay 500 rupees per tea, Babu. That's why you have to pay 500 rupees per tea, right? Why? Because you won't mix. We have to mix up. That's why you have to pay 500 rupees. Yes or no? See, in both places, tea is coming. But where more control is there on tea preparation, guys? In first option or second option? Second option, more control is there because he is bringing everything separately. As a customer, before drinking, we are going to mix up as needed. Tell me, are you going to forget aspect-oriented programming after today's class? You may forget your name, but you never forget what is aspect-oriented programming. What do you say, my dears? Enjoyed aspect-oriented programming. This class is generated, executed, okay, vanished at runtime JVM start to JVM end. JVM end every time. JVM start to JVM end every time. So every time in the JVM memory of RAM. JVM memory of the RAM. Okay, RAM. So it is called a runtime generated proxy class. Array temporary class. Proxy means don't think. Temporary. It won't be there permanently. It will be there temporarily. Are you understanding my statement? Sir, I said, sir, I don't want logging. What do you do? Stop the current execution. Okay, give some tuning to. Okay, give some tuning to. Come on. AOP. Give some tuning to AOP enabled software. Then what it will do? Next time it generate in-memory proxy class without having logging logics in the business method. No, you want to apply a logging logic only on withdraw method, not on deposit method. Again, give tuning to AOP enabled software, guys. Tuning, you have to do some tuning, right? Then it generate in-memory proxy class by applying logging logic only on deposit method, not on withdraw method. Everything is controllable. Array, AOP enabled software can generate anything according to your instruction. How many times you want, you can ask to generate. Only the thing is stop the current execution, do tunings, and go for next execution. Next execution, fresh class will be generated as a proxy class. In that one, whatever you want, it will be mixed up. Whatever you don't want, not those things will be avoided. 5-star hotel, Tira Babu. You felt 4 BHK is there. You are using only 1-2 rooms. Lock the rooms. Remaining bedrooms, you lock it. Because you felt they are useless, right? Are you understanding my statement, guys? Okay. AOP style programming advantages. AOP style advantages. Right. Number one, allows to separate secondary logics from primary logics. Secondary logics from primary logics, guys. Next. What's the next one, guys? The modifications done in secondary logics does not affect primary logics. Primary logic, vice versa. Vice versa, that means reverse also true, guys. Okay, guys. Ayush, you will receive the link. Don't worry. Aspect-oriented programming, boss. Okay. Aspect-oriented programming. AOP style programming means develop primary, secondary logic separately, mix them dynamically at runtime. Mix them dynamically at runtime. Okay. Right, boss. Makes the secondary logics as the reusable logics. Okay, guys. How to tune AOP software by giving XML instruction or annotation instruction. Okay, makes the secondary logics as reusable logics, guys. Right, boss. Can enable or disable secondary logics without disturbing the primary logics. Are you understanding? In core Java level, AOP enabled software is not there, guys. Right, boss. Okay. Today bit dragged, boss. Today class is extended to 8:45. Tomorrow onwards 8:30, 8:35 max. Yeah, it is industry standard. It is industry standard. Okay. Real life examples, guys. Real life examples. AOP style programming is like, okay, tea in the 5-star hotel. Should I write meaning of that? 5-star hotel. Everything comes separately. Everything will be supplied separately. Supplied separately. Okay. Customer has to mix them. Customer needs to mix them as needed. Okay. 5-star hotel. Customer needs to mix them. Next one, 4 BHK flat. 4 BHK flat. For every activity, separate room. Yes or no? Na? I think you enjoyed our words also. Okay, our all terminology is also over, guys. Okay. Those who joined today, please collect the backup videos and admin details, faculty details, everything is shared with you. Please collect and use them. Watch the videos. Still coding is not started. I think tomorrow, day after tomorrow, coding will start. That means, okay. I spend a lot of time in background preparation, boss. Spring is open source, understood. Lightweight, understood. Loosely coupled, understood. Non-invasive, we understood. Come on. Right, guys. Aspect oriented, understood. Okay, remaining all our application framework launched other day to develop all types of Java JW application by getting abstraction on multiple Java JW technology. Abstraction means hiding the details, hiding the implementations, right, boss? I think now if someone asks you what is Spring, are you able to answer? Okay. Final statement of the day. Spring Boot is equal to Spring minus XML configuration. XML is completely avoided, boss. Plus embedded servers. Embedded databases. Embedded databases. Everything comes embedded. Embedded servers, embedded databases, and most important thing is auto configuration. Yeah, tomorrow I will talk what is this auto configuration. Don't worry. Tomorrow I will talk what is this auto configuration. Don't worry. Right. Tomorrow I'll explain more on this line. Today you just remember this much. Spring Boot is equal to Spring minus XML configuration, embedded servers, embedded databases, and auto configurations. Auto configuration is extra, boss. I'll speak on this. I speak on this. Thank you, guys. Have a nice time. Tomorrow I will wind up the class. Sharath, can you mail me your chat box question is very lengthy, boss. By reading only. With the core Java, advanced Java, can I get placed inside software company with Sharath, if you are showing 5 years gap as experience, framework knowledge is compulsory. Spring Boot microservice knowledge is compulsory. Right? Spring Basics will happen for 25 days once started. Tomorrow onwards, Spring Basics will be started, guys. Okay, guys. Oh.